So I'm putting a heart on the arm now. So you gotta be really careful because it smears easily. I just smeared it a little bit, but I can correct it later. So I'm gonna put the heart on the other arm. Wearing the heart on the sleeve. So, wearing patience on your sleeve. So here we go. Looking pretty. So like I said, you don't have to be perfect. Just do the best you can. Because it's not easy to paint on small objects. It's a challenge, but it's a challenge worth endeavoring. You just take your time with it. Like I said, patience. And that's why probably I'm using this too, the symbol for patience. So yeah, you're gonna want to put your design on one side of your figure and let it dry completely, because if you don't, then it'll get all smudgy if you try to paint the other side without letting it dry first. I know that sounds like common sense. There it is. But trust me, you know, sometimes that happens. Sometimes you can get impatient and then want it all done because you're liking the way it looks, but so there it is. That got kind of smudgy a little bit, but I can come in and clean that up after it dries. So I'm gonna let that one dry, and now I'm gonna do the one that has one arm. What you do is just glue the arm back on. It's no big deal. So yeah, I'm gonna use what color? I'm gonna use the blue because it's a darker color for this bright fluorescent pink body. Kind of looks cool with one arm, huh? So what am I going to use on this one? It's so bright, pink, and poppy. Maybe I can do the unity sign on it. This is the unity sign. It looks like two beans or something. The unity sign's right there. Right there. On the corner. Can you see it? Alright. And if you can't, look it up online, and you can get a copy of the Dinker symbols like I told you. So I'm going to put it in the first symbol of unity. I'm going to put on the chest of the figure. And I'll show you as I finish it. You can see what's going on. So let's do this. Yeah, these symbols aren't as easy as they look. You have to be patient with it. You might have to go over the design a second time after it's dried. The first coat's dried. Another coat on top of the design. Now, if your Dinker's designs don't turn out perfectly, don't worry. Just make it as good as you can. It's not a big deal. Just do the best you can and have fun with it. So when you put those lines down, it's just like you gotta have a little patience. And listen to the birds chirp. I spend a lot of time outside creating art in nature, tuning into the natural environment, and de-stressing. Perfect for de-stressing. So I'm getting this a little bit. It's the first time I've done this symbol. It's kind of looking like it almost, but not quite. It's getting there. So there's like a diamond shaped of dark color there in the middle. So let's do that. This symbol is not really easy. So for your first time, pick easy symbols. It seems like the simpler symbols might be harder. Isn't that funny? Okay. It's getting there. It's getting to what? I don't know. It may even just end up being a really cool symbol and not even look like the symbol I'm trying to paint. It's okay. You have to be forgiving with art. This is how it's coming out so far. You have to be forgiving with art and forgiving of yourself and have fun. Let's see. It's there. So yeah, once it dries, you can do all kinds of cool things, like add rhinestones to it. You can add little beads, glass beads if you need. How's a bird? Little glass beads if you want. So this is the symbol for, was it unity? So yeah, that's the symbol for unity. And I think I want to put more patience ones on here too, which is a heart. I'll just make the eye into a heart. This is going to be like really cool. Because after this paint dries on this side, of course I'm going to do the other side and just carry off the same symbol on the other side. So yeah, coming along good. You can use your own symbols on here. It doesn't have to be Adinker symbols. You know, it could be runic symbols. It could be spirals, things like that. So I think I want some hearts on the legs. I already did the heart on the face here in the middle. And put some hearts on the legs now. Hearts for patience. The world needs more patience. We need to slow down more. We're going so fast. Even me, normally, I'm a pretty chill person, but once summer hits, it's just so busy. So much going on. So many things. That's why it's important to slow things down. Take your time with your art. You know, this is the time for you to just create and just be with your thoughts and create positive thoughts in your mind. Because all thoughts start, you know, all actions start with a thought. And if you can keep your thoughts as calm as possible, then you're good to go. So, it's kind of common sense stuff that I talk about. But a lot of times it's hard to listen to common sense when you're in a certain mood. I know how that is. So taking some time out and being by yourself and creating some art is healing. It can heal you, and it can make you understand yourself and the world and what you're doing in the world, why you're here, what is your purpose. So yeah, my purpose is to create art and to share it with the world, and I think I'm doing that. So that's what that looks so far. I want to let this dry before I do any more to it, and before I glue the arm back on. So that's how that looks so far. I'm going to put something on the little tiny one. It's so cute. So yeah, let's get that going on. I'll just use blue on it because it's yellow. Like I said, with the lighter colors, I use the dark colors, and with the darker colors, I use light colors. That way the images will pop up. So this is going to be a hard one to put. I'll just put a heart on it because it's so small. It's a little baby one. Little baby alien. It's starting to look like aliens or Mayan sculptures, kind of, despite the psychedelic colors. So there we go. Yeah, Sculpt 3 is a pretty good clay. The only thing is it gets really soft in your hands when you're molding it. Some people don't like that. Some people like the firmer type of clay. So find which one works for you. I mean, that's the best way to go about it, I think. So here's a little heart there. I might put a little heart on the face for the eye too. So let's do that. And this can be, these things, these charms I'm making, you can use them on, you can actually use them in jewelry. I know it's pretty thick and heavy, the other ones, but some people like thick, chunky jewelry. You can use it to make earrings with. I know those are really thick earrings. If you use this little guy, that would be a cool earring. But yeah, there's so much you can do with these little. You can even add these little charms onto like a handbag if you're making purses and handbags. You can incorporate it definitely into jewelry, into a necklace, as well as earrings. So let's be creative. Is that little guy? So yeah, I'm gonna let these dry, and I'll come back and show you what they look like after they're dry and what I do to them. Let me show you. Let's see here. Show you this here. Oh shoot! Here we go. show you. Okay, I was in the process of showing you what these look like. So this was what they look like so far, and I'm gonna add rhinestones and Mod Podge onto them. Once the paint dries, let the paint dry all the way so the design stays on there. And you get your first design on there, and then you let that dry, and if you want you can put more designs on there, which I probably will do because I love intricacy of designs on my sculptures. So yeah, stay tuned for that, and I hope you're enjoying this. Hello, I'm going to show you the next step. These are dry on this side, so at least 2 of them are dry on the front side, so I'm going to do the back side of it. And I'm going to paint the same symbols on the back side. So these symbols were, what were they again? Jog my memory again. So this symbol on the belly is for wisdom, with the 4 circles with the shading like a little oval on the inside. So yeah, that's wisdom. I got a little green paint on there. It's okay. So what I'm going to do is do the same symbols on the back. So, and then on the top, what was the top one? Was loyalty. So it's loyalty and wisdom. So that's loyalty on the top on the head, and that's wisdom on the belly. So I'm going to do the same thing on the back. On the back of the head, I'm going to put loyalty. It's going to start off with a circle in the middle. And the little charred thing, spots on there, adds a little character to it, I think. Not telling you to do that, but it was a happy little accident, as Bob Ross would say. So I'll show you each circle as I make it. And there's no rush to finish a piece of artwork. Take your time with it. So there's one circle. So I'm going to put a circle on the the right side, top right hand side of the head, because you're going to end up with 5 circles altogether for this symbol. So, the symbol of loyalty. So let's do it. So I got that circle in there. We're going to do another circle. You can use oil paints too if you want it. Oil paints take longer to dry, but they work just as well. I decided to use acrylic because it'll take not as much time to dry. So there's the other part. You can make either side the front or the back. It doesn't matter which side you determine to be the front or the back. I enjoy putting 2 sides on both, having design on both sides, so you have something to look at on both sides. You can see the symbol on both sides as a reminder. Yeah, you don't have to use Adinkra symbols. You can even use symbols that are connected with your ethnicity, nationality, whatever. Some people may choose to use runic symbols on there. You could do that too. So, here we go. Circles aren't perfect, but that's okay. So there's the 5 circles on there representing loyalty. So now we're going to do, now we're going to do, what was that one symbol? Wisdom. Hello, I need more wisdom. So it's 4 circles, or 4 ovals, with a shading of ovals on the inside. So that's going to be challenging. I'm going to just do it very carefully. The simplest designs can be very hard when you're using paint and a toothpick. This is the best way I've been able to do miniature work, is by using a toothpick and a small amount of paint. So here's one of the circles, or more like an oval shape. I'm going to make another oval shape right next to it. So here we go. It's an oval shape right next to it. Now I'm going to put some oval shapes underneath, 2. So it's 4 oval shapes altogether to make the Adinkra symbol for, what is it again? Wisdom. Wisdom. It's the wisdom one. I noticed that different Adinkra symbol charts look different to some degree. They may have more on there. Maybe that has to do with the region in Africa that they came from. That could have something to do with it, I'm guessing. But I'll start learning more about Adinkra too and share some of the history behind it. That's what I want to do. So here's the 4 circles so far. So you just got to put the little ovals in there. A little bit of paint will do it. You don't need to be big, because you got to remember that you're working on a small scale. And there we go. That's the other side. So gotta let that dry. And now we're gonna do. I got paint all over my hand. Oh well, it's a messy job. Just to make sure I get the paint off so I don't get it onto the figure. So on this side we've got the symbol for symbol for patience on the face, which is a heart shape. Then on the belly it's the symbol for loyalty. So you got patience and loyalty. And then lots of patience on the arms and the feet and the legs. So I'm going to carry out that same design on the other side using this mustard colored paint. So I'm going to do the head first and put the heart on there. Like I said, either side of these little figures can be, it could be the front or the back, it doesn't matter. You could actually put eyes and things like that on actual facial features if you wanted to. Get as elaborate as you want with it. I'm just making it really simple for today, just to show you the basics of how to do it. So here's the heart on this side. Pretty cool. Now, let's see, what's that symbol? Okay. Now I'm going to put the loyalty sign on it, which is the 4 circles. So I'm going to start with a circle in the middle of the back. Actually, it's the other side. Like that, like so. It doesn't have to be perfect, but barely. Look at how I'm doing. I'm barely touching the surface with this, and it takes a lot of concentration. So I put 1 circle there in the middle, so I'm gonna put 1 up on top on the right hand side, the symbol of loyalty. Loyalty is a good thing to have. Being loyal to the right things is also a good thing too to remember. Not being loyal to the wrong things that cause you trouble. So here's the other circle on the other side. I'm going to put the other one up on the left side. So there you go. And I did get a little paint smeared on the side on the arm. That's okay. It'll dry and I'll incorporate it into the design of the figure. So I'm going to put 2 circles on the bottom to make it 5 circles all together for the symbol of loyalty. So there we go. So yeah, it's so relaxing. I swear to you here, it's peaceful. Taking time out to do something that makes you feel good. So here we go. There's a symbol for loyalty on this side and the symbol for patience. So what I'm going to do is put the symbol for patience on the arms and the legs now, just like on the other side. So it's just a heart shape. These shapes get easier to paint once you do it over and over again. It's just like anything, it's practice, you know? Practice makes perfect. It's like you can't keep creating art and not get better, I wouldn't think. If you're patient, you get better at what you do. So just take your time with yourself. And people get discouraged when they create art a lot of times because they want it to be like some sort of masterpiece. But you just have to be patient with the process. Enjoy the process. When you enjoy the process, the end result will be really nice. So here's the hearts on there. So this is just laying out the paint on the basic design. As I keep going on it, I'll get more and more intricate. So let's see. So there we go. There's the heart on that leg towards the foot area. We'll put another heart on the other side. you guys are enjoying your day today. And you're able to take time out to do things like this. Allow yourself to relax and create art. Okay, there we go. All done. Now this guy is going to dry on the other side. Let me see if the other guys are ready to be painted. If they're dry enough. As you can tell, if they're dry enough. Okay, this one seems to be dry enough. So I'm going to paint the other side. And I'm just going to do the hearts for loyalty on the head, the stomach, the legs, and the arms. So I'm going to do the hearts on the other side, on the back of this figure, on the head, the arms, the chest area, and the legs. But on this side it'll be the back of the head, back of the arms, and the back of the legs. So yeah, here we go. I need to put blue on there, a lighter color than the mustard color. Because as I said, when you use lighter color clay and you paint on it, you want to use a darker colored paint so it'll stand out. Which is common sense, really. So here we go. I'm going to put the heart on the head, back of the head here. Things are starting to get a little noisy in the neighborhood, a little bit, but not much. So here we go. It's coming along good. I like this color, blue. Blue is a very healing color. I love blue. I like all kinds of colors. My favorite colors are black and red. Black, the color of all the colors of the rainbow is what black is. Red to me symbolizes love. So, and also fiery energy, passion, lust for life. Well, not lust for life, but how would you say it? Passion for life? That inner fire for life. So anyway, there's the heart there on the head there. Now we're going to put some hearts on the chest, the arms, and the legs. So, you can learn how to draw shapes, make shapes, simple shapes like this. Some people have a hard time with doing simple shapes. What you can do is just practice by drawing them. Just drawing them on regular paper. And before you know it, it'll be easy to actually paint them. That's how I started off, with drawing, squares, triangles, circles, hearts, what have you. So, but on here, as you see, it's not really perfect, and it doesn't have to be. I kind of like the crudeness of the hearts on there, and the designs that I did on the other figures, too, as well. So let's see. Put a heart on the other arm now. That's what I'm doing. Keep you up to date on what I'm doing here. So yeah. Let's see. This blue is so intense. Royal blue. Some people equate blue with being representing and symbolizing healing. Royal blue sometimes can be symbolized by spirituality, actually. Depends on who you're talking to. So we've got two hearts on the either sleeve, either arm. So now we're going to hit up the legs. People love to create art. It makes them happy. People love to look at art. It makes them happy. A lot of people think, well, you can't make art unless it's functional. I don't think so. I think, well, it depends on what your definition of functional is. Like a painting. People are like, oh, it's nice painting, but you can't really do anything with it. Yes, you can. You can heal yourself with it. If it's a beautiful painting and you look at it and it makes you feel good, then it's serving a purpose and serving a function. The function is to make you feel good. Art's healing. It doesn't have to have gadgets and a pronounced function in order to be useful and valuable to the person who puts it up on their wall or whatever. I do like making functional art as well. I make both. I make paintings, drawings, and art that's functional, like these keychain little buddy dolls, psychedelic looking dolls. So here's the hearts on the legs. Maybe turn it around here. Hearts on the legs there. So now I'm going to do the back area here. Put a heart on the back. Yeah, this is definitely something that kids can do, you know, with parental supervision. The older a kid is, the less parental supervision they need to make these little clay sculptures, figures. I looked into getting clay to actually, you know, bake and stuff when my son really got into sculpting with Play-Doh. He would sculpt with that for hours, and then he would be kind of upset that he couldn't keep the sculpture because it was Play-Doh. So I looked into getting regular clay, molding clay, and I found it, and I was like, wow, okay. Then I thought, well, how am I going to bake it? And then I figured out I can use the extra toaster oven, so that's what I did. So here we go. Here's the other side of this one, and I'm going to let this one dry now. So I'm going to check this one out, see if this one's dry. It looks like it's still wet, but it's dry. So I'm going to do the other side of this one. So the head part has the heart for patience. I'm going to put the heart on there for patience on there. This will help people too to be more patient. Just looking at things, symbols, can invoke a feeling, can invoke emotion, can make you feel a certain way. Either make you feel really good or make you feel not so good. So pick your symbols wisely and know what symbols you're picking. That way you're not picking something that's offensive to someone else or just not the right symbol for you, you know. So here's the, oh shit. Here's the heart for patience on the other side here. Get it a little closer there. And now I'm going to do, what was this symbol again? Unity. And that one is not easy to do. I'm going to pick a hard one. You see unity on there? It's on the far right. You're right. Unity right there. Okay, looks like two beans is what I've been seeing. When I have a hard time figuring out what a shape is, I try to, sometimes it can look like some type of food or item. So if I think of it that way, then it becomes easier to paint. So now I'm going to put the unity symbol on there. Do the best I can. One of his arms are missing. So it goes inward, and then out. Okay. You know, and the more relaxed you are when you do this kind of work, the better. Because if you're not relaxed, you may not want to do something. Unless it can make you feel relaxed, though. Because it's like you don't want to, like, hastily move fast through it. You want to go at a steady and even pace and relaxed pace. But yet, delicate pace, because I'm trying not to get paint all over the place. It's inevitable you're going to get splotches here and there, but it goes so far. So like I said, this is just the groundwork I'm putting down on there. This isn't the final piece. So, yeah, just take your time with it. And then it gets easier. I'm sure this unity symbol will get easier for me the more that I do it. I just don't do it all the time, so. Actually, this is the first time I'd made this symbol, actually. So, actually. So, here we go. It'll be good enough. And then, once I come in with rhinestones and stuff, I can define the shapes that are on there a lot better. Because this one's looking kind of a little bit wonky, but not too bad. But that's what it looks like so far, the unity symbol on there. And now I'm gonna do what's on the other side. I'm starting to do hearts on the legs, because one of the arms is missing on this poor little guy that I'm gonna glue on. See, this is real life. Sometimes things don't turn out exactly the way you thought they would. That's how art is really, though, for me. You know, as I'm working along, I have this idea of how it's going to turn out, but it's not always going to turn out that way. You just got to roll with it, you know? So, yeah. Once people get not so afraid to work with clay and paint, it's fun, you know, you just have fun with it. You don't have to take a class to work with paint or clay. You can, it helps you learn the basics, but you can learn the basics on your own. It's just all a matter of decision of what you want to choose and what manner you want to learn. Some people do better with learning on their own, teaching themselves, learning through trial and error instead of in a classroom setting. So it's just a personal choice. Depends on what you want to do. You can always take art. You can always take sculpting classes if you wanted to, like I was saying. So I think I've got the hearts on this side just about down. I might even put a heart on the on his right arm. I keep calling them he. I guess these are a bunch of male ones. So we go. Yeah, I've been known for making a lot of goddess figures, so let's even it up here. They could be little gods, little god figures. It's really looking totally like archaeological dig type of sculptures, minus the bright flashy colors. Okay, so I'm going to let this dry, and then I'll come in with the rhinestones on all of those. Oh, there's one more. The little guy. This is the little one. See if I can show it to you without dropping it. That's the little one. So I'm going to do the same thing on the other side I do with the little one. I'm going to put a heart on the head, and then I'm going to put a heart on the back. So here we go. For patience, right? Patience. I think there's all kinds of art out there, including writing. And this woman, Lady of Fire poetry, she has some really good poetry. I've listened to some of her writing. It's very profound. She also has a YouTube page too. So, okay. So that's how this heart looks right here. I'm going to put a heart on the back now, like I said I was going to do here. So, heart on the back. Trying to make the heart a little small because I really like the swirly pattern on the back here. So try not to cover that up too much with the hearts on there. One heart, I mean, on the back here. It could be the back or the front, like I said. It could be on either side. So. So this heart's gotten a little weird, but that's what it looks like on the back. So I'm going to let these dry, and I'll come back and show you what it looks like with the rhinestones when I put the rhinestones onto it. We'll bring it to life, and then I'll add the wire and the jump rings and the keychain onto it. So yeah, it's quite a journey creating art, especially like this, but it's worth it. It's worth the adventure. So yeah, I'll probably work more on this tomorrow, and I will see you tomorrow. Thank you, Lady Fire of Poetry. Thank you so much for your donation to my Patreon channel. I really appreciate it, and look forward to me sending you one of these keychains as a gift, as a free gift. I do that for the free giveaway for my Patreon. I'll give out a free item of artwork to you. What you have to do is send me your Lady of Fire Poetry, send me your email address, and within the email address enclose your your name and your address, and then I can send you the keychain once it is completed. So I will give you an update, continue with this tutorial after everything dries. So yeah, let me show you what it looks like so far. So good. Let me bring the camera over to it, pull this out a little bit, and then bring it down onto the right here. So anyway, here. Let's go this way. And the camera's running out. So perfect. I will come back later after these dry and show you what they look like when I put the rhinestones on. Alrighty guys, see you soon.